Welcome to another rights violation in the Windsor by the Windsor Tyrant Services. So if this tyrant would have just stepped aside and let the security guards run their procedures, none of this would have happened. He completely denied service based on a mask exemption. He completely ignored all of the accommodations that they have there. He tried to just bully me out of the courthouse. I do not think this is the way the law officers are supposed to act. But that being said, after I spoke to the supervisor, I went back, I was allowed in without videotaping, and he escorted me the whole time. I needed to be escorted the whole time for safety. Then, so in the end, he told me I was not going to come in that building without a mask. I did, ladies and gentlemen. My papers are commissioned, and I got my business finished. And you know what the craziest part is about this whole thing? The little exemption card you see him give me, told me to read. They told me to hang on to that while I was in the building. Now, COVID is so dangerous and deadly and contagious that you have to wear masks and face shields and distance, yet these dumbasses asked for that back. Now, that was crinkled up, basically crinkled in my pocket, folded in my pocket, touched by my sweaty hands that touch door handles and all kinds of other, the pen, right? My keys, money. They asked for it back. I'm speechless. They wanted that dirty piece of paper covered with COVID. They asked for it back, and they took it back from me. They don't even realize how stupid they are even acting. All of them. The security guards, that tyrant police officer, they're all just dumb. That's all there is to it. They don't even know their own policies they're enforcing. Okay? He totally denied service right off the bat based on the exemption, the mask exemption, and who I am. They know who I am. The whole courthouse knows who I am. Okay? So they discriminated, and that's all there is to it. And if this officer wouldn't have escalated this to that point, none of this would have happened. None of it. These security guards would have went through their procedure, and I would have commissioned my papers and went home. But this bored tyrant officer, one look at him, and I can tell he thinks he's a hard ass. And when I asked him about, he turned the camera off, obviously, right guys? The camera was still rolling in the corner, and he walked over and he turned it off because he knew it was evidence for this court case. So after he turned it off, obviously lots was missed. I simply asked him, what would happen to me or anybody else in the public if they snatched you up and threw you in a cage? Oh, you'd be hard pressed to throw me in a cage. Right there is his tyrant attitude. Because just because the corporation tells them you have a right to cage these people and throw them in handcuffs and treat them like a fucking dog, not even a dog, worse than a dog. I would never lock up a dog like that. I would never handcuff a dog and throw the dog into a cage unwillingly. So this is where we're at in this world. It doesn't matter if you don't like me. It doesn't matter if you don't like what I stand for. It doesn't matter if you don't like my mask exemption. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that badge and that gun does not give you special privileges to violate our God-given common law rights. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, you guys have to start thinking, okay? Because you are the Nazi strong arm that is enforcing these unlawful acts and statutes like the Reopening Act. You have to question. This is why they hire a certain demographic. Okay? They don't want police officers to question. They want them to follow orders for money. Now, morals over money. Okay? Morals over money. Think about it. This other officer standing there, the backup, I was talking to him too. Oh, I got a family to feed, man. I got a family to feed. And that's all I ever hear from these cowards, these tyrant cowards. I gotta feed my family. They only give a shit about their family. They only give a shit about their kids. They don't give a shit about my kids. They don't give a shit about your kids. They care about the 100 to 140 grand a year, plus benefits probably. It's a joke. They walk around unaccountable. And all they do is back each other up like a gang. It is the biggest gang on the face of the planet behind the Black Robe Gang, which you can figure out who they are. And then we have the white coats. Figure out who they are, the doctors. So wake up, people. And now in the end, he cut me loose with a ticket, $50 ticket, for engage in prohibited activity on premises. So it went from you're not coming in, you can't come in without a mask, you're trespassing if you don't have a mask on, to you're doing prohibited activities, aka videotaping the police on public property.
I just have to ask that you don't record on court property.
Well, I don't know what's going down here, so I'm going to keep recording. And it's a public building, so I can record. I don't know why you guys always do stuff like this. I don't even know if you guys know the rules, right? This is for my safety, okay? You don't know what I've been through this COVID bullshit, okay, guys? You guys think you're enforcing these just rules and stuff, and you have no idea. You're just doing your jobs, which I understand. That's why I'm trying to respect you guys. But you guys don't understand. Now, soon, let me know when it's open.
Hello.
Hello.
What brings you here today, sir?
I need papers commissioned for my family court, just like I was telling these people.
Why are you recording us?
Because I don't really know what's going down here. I want to go inside. Am I allowed to go inside?
If you put on a mask,
I'm exempt.
how are you exempt?
It's none of your business.
Well, it is my business.
No, you're not even supposed to ask me. Go look on the government website. It says I don't have to tell you.
Okay, well, what is your exemption?
So is it open? Is the building open at
You're
2?
not coming in without a mask unless you tell me what your exemption is.
You don't need to know. It's against the law to actually ask me, right?
You can wait over here.
Wait, over where?
Over here. Don't come in. Don't
What's
go
going to
walking in.
happen if I come into my building, my court building, to get my papers commissioned?
Wait here. I'm going to go check in on something.
Check on
Do
what?
not walk in.
I just told you I was exempt. What do you need to check on? What's going to happen? What's going to happen if I walk in, officer?
Listen, just close the door
Just
for a second.
answer my question.
I
That's
will
all
come
I'm
back.
asking.
I will come
What
back
is
and
going to
speak with
happen
you in a few
if
minutes.
I walk in right now? I am exempt.
I'm asking you not to walk in right now.
What is going to happen if I walk in right now? Just a simple question,
You
Your
might get arrested
officer.
for trespassing. Just
Oh.
wait over here. Give me a few seconds.
I might? No, there's no might, guys. You don't have authority like this. Do you understand that? A badge and a gun doesn't give you this authority. Tyrants. And you guys all support this, right? Because you're getting paid. You don't care. You probably got this job from COVID. So under threat of arrest for trespass, I'm going to sit here at the door. More rights violation, and nobody cares. I'm sure you all want to be police officers too one day, right? As long as you're getting paid. I knew I should have worn my body cam. So not only do they close for an extended lunch, okay, 3-hour lunch because of COVID, they're bothering me because of an exemption. This officer thinks he's entitled to what my exemption is. Go ahead. After you. Public courthouse, ladies and gentlemen. After you, gentlemen. No, I'm waiting for orders. Apparently I'm trespassing if I don't put a mask on. Welcome to China. Yeah, nobody cares. No.
Actually, sir, you cannot videotape in federal buildings. You have to turn your phone on.
That's not the issue, though. Am I allowed to go in?
You're not allowed to go in unless you fill out an exemption form, and then in which case you'll have to wear a shield instead of a mask.
Well, no, I'm just exempt, right? I don't...
Okay, then I'm asking you, I'm telling you how this is gonna go. Sir, you're not allowed to videotape.
Don't touch me. That's
I'm
not... You're
asking
not
you-
supposed to touch me. That's assault,
asking
actually.
you.
That's assault.
I'm asking you
That's
to put your phone down
assault.
'cause you're doing
That's
video-
assault. I'm in public right now. Okay, I'm in
video-
public right
you're
now, and you're
videotaping-
violating my rights
you're
right now.
videotaping
You're violating my rights right now. Do you
Are
care?
you going to fill out
Give me
the
a form then.
And are you going to wear a visor?
Give me whatever I need.
Simple. You guys have a form for him?
He already filled it out.
Right.
Did he?
See, you don't even know. You weren't
Because
even
I wasn't
here.
here.
Right.
Okay. Where's
Exactly.
your form? Can I see it?
It's in here.
May I see it, please? What's the exemption? Did he fill it out?
Didn't fill
It
out.
has to be a medical exemption, but he's not telling us.
No, that's-
You don't have the right to know my medical history. Do you not know the law, officer? It's on your government website. Are you serious? I can pull up the government website. You can. You have a smartphone on you. You can bring it up on the Ontario website where it says, I don't have to show proof of exemption. Are you serious right now?
100% serious.
Right, so bring up the government website. Not to mention the emergency was revoked June 9th. Do you know that, officer? You don't. I know you don't. I can bring that up too.
This place requires masks.
No, it does not. It's an exemption. There's lawful exemptions in the bylaw and the
Where's the
legislation.
exemption portion? Guys?
So you don't even know. You don't even
You
know.
didn't fill out the exemption form.
No, you don't even know what you're looking at. You're trying to enforce a rule you know nothing about.
Walks in here. Here, you can hold on to that. Or is this ours? This is ours, right? Yes.
And you should check on your video rules too. It's a public courthouse.
Exactly.
Right, there's cameras all over the place.
You cannot videotape.
Can I get your supervisor then? Because we're gonna go above you. I don't need to deal with you. Can I get your supervisor? So now you're refusing to get a supervisor for me. Can I have a court supervisor?
My
Can I have a courthouse
supervisor's
supervisor, please? So you're looking at him for direction. So nobody's gonna get me a supervisor right now.
We're gonna walk away.
Well, I'm gonna come in so that I can wait to figure out what you guys are gonna do for me.
You are under arrest for trespassing. Put
For
your hands-
what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For
I've asked
what?
you not to walk in.
I'm asking you what I need to do to come in here. You're asking me to fill something out, and I'm asking you what I need to fill out, and you're telling me you're giving me a shield, and now you're throwing me against the wall.
No, I've arrested you
For what?
for trespassing. I told you I would arrest you for trespassing. Yeah, you can have a seat.
No, you just told me, it's on camera.
Have a seat.
It's on camera right there that
Have a
you
seat.
told me that I need to fill something out, and you're getting me a face shield. And now you're arresting me because I don't have a mask on. Is why you're arresting me.
Exactly, sir. You're under arrest for trespassing. I told you not to walk into this building.
No, that's not what happened. Don't
You
lie.
walked into the building.
You told me I need to fill something out.
I will not
You said you were getting me whatever it was, a
Correct.
face shield, right?
Correct.
So I was coming in to wait for that. Why do I have to wait outside? Like a dog. You don't even know your law. You don't even know what you're enforcing.
Take it to court.
Right, I will. That's fine. This is ridiculous. I come to
Can you,
commission. I come to commission,
Can you go check if it's just Smitty or anybody else there? Okay.
and I don't think I had to be put in cuffs. I was not belligerent.
I am arresting you for trespassing. It is my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain and instruct counsel.
So what law did I break? You know trespassing.
You have
Read
the
the
right
trespass
to
act.
telephone and lawyer anyone you wish. You also have the right, if you really go to advice.
So what law did I break?
If you are charged with an offense, you may apply to the Ontario Legal Aid Plan for assistance. 1-800-265-0451 is a number that will put you in contact with a legal aid duty counsel lawyer for free legal advice right now. Do you understand?
I do not understand. What law did I break?
Do you wish to call a
Can you
lawyer?
tell me what law I
The
broke?
Trespass to Property Act.
So no, you have to break a law to be trespassed. You understand that? You can't just ask somebody to leave. So what law did I break? I am exempt from wearing a mask. So you told me I need a face shield and I need to fill out
Yes,
paperwork.
and you could vote.
So I was waiting for you, and you're playing games, right? Because you don't
I
want
told
to.
you
You're
could-
violating my
you-
rights.
You could enter.
I
this
do
building
not
after you filled out the
understand.
exemption.
So what was the problem? Why were you getting?
You cannot come in.
Why were you Why were you accommodating?
You were charged with trespassing.
I
You're
do
not
not
obliged to say
understand.
anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you saw, you may be given an evidence. Do you understand?
I do not understand.
Okay. Well, I read it to you in plain English.
I do not understand. I don't see why I need to be in handcuffs. And look at you just watching. All of you just watching this go down. You know you have to break a lot of trespass someone. You know? How long have you been sitting in this chair?
Stand up, please.
Absolutely. I don't think there's a need for handcuffs. Absolutely not.
Superior Court Security to dispatch. My supervisor said, Sergeant, do you have a book, Sergeant Hill? Do you have any identification on this, sir? A wallet? I have a party arrested for trespassing.
Please don't. Hi, can I have a staff sergeant, please? I was falsely arrested just across the street, and apparently the supervisor advised the officer there to do something to me, so I can't actually speak to a supervisor, right? I need somebody above his head. Absolutely. Well, we need to figure this out because he's trying to trespass me from the public courthouse when I need to commission my family documents. And now he said at first I was trespassing, and he came back and said I'm being charged with prohibited activity, aka my phone recording, because I was trying to record him. So I need to figure this out, right? I have family court documents. And yeah, I mean, you can get a supervisor if you want, because we need to figure out what supervisor directed him to do this, right? Well, no, we got to figure this out now. Is there a staff sergeant on hand? Like you guys. My name is Daryl Burrell. You guys you don't get to just bully people. No. Your other officer did. DARRYL double R B last name Burrell BURRELL. April 28th. 1983. And now he's basically trying to tell me I can't go back there, and I need to commission these papers, and I have business. Yeah, yes, he's the gentleman there all the time. He's been there 4 years, he tells me. Yes, sir. Right across the street, the Supreme Court, the brown one. 245 Chatham, I think it is. There was another officer who came for backup. Yeah. I'm exempt, and I can go outside and wait for you if you care. Yep. Well, I'm exempt, right? You can. Well, that's my own business, right? Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't have a problem with that. Thank you.
So I'm gonna have you come in, and then just come and go over here. And just take the phone up and I'll transfer you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Show me where you go.
Right here? Yeah, cool. Who am I going to be speaking to?
The sergeant on desk.
Okay, sweet, thank you. Hello? Thank you very much. Nobody's answering. Still no answer. It's probably their game. Just become unavailable. Windsor tyrants. Yeah, no answer. I mean, you sure he's at the desk? Sorry, what was your name? Hi, this is Daryl. I have an issue across the street that I need to talk to you about. Pretty good. How are you today? That's awesome. True, very true. So I went there today, just about an hour ago, half hour ago, to commission my papers for my family court to file my motion, and they were hassling me about my mask exemption at first. So I started my camera, and the clerk officer came up, and he basically told me I was trespassing without a mask, yada yada. He ended up putting me in cuffs, and then I was released with something about prohibited, doing something prohibited. So he went from the mask issue to now doing something prohibited, which is another issue. I don't believe videotaping in the lobby is prohibited, but at the end of the day, he's trying to tell me I'm trespassed from that Supreme Court building, and I have business there. So I don't, this is not good enough, right? Like I can't, he's obviously acting like a tyrant and I need somebody either above him to correct this or maybe I'm wrong, right? Sure. Correct, I need them commissioned. Yes, they say they need a mask to enter, yeah. An exemption. Yep. Well, at first he was no, you can't come in, and he went away for a little bit, and I don't know where he went. I think he went and got advice, I would assume. And he came back, and then he started to try to work with me. He said, you know, you got to do this, you got to fill this out, and you can wear a face shield. But he wasn't helping me. He just kept shutting the door, and he just didn't. I can tell he didn't want to deal with me, right? So in the end, he threw me in cuffs because I entered the lobby, right, and I was videotaping. So it started from you're not allowed to be in this lobby because you don't have a mask, to now you're being arrested and ticketed for doing a prohibited activity, which is videotaping, which I don't believe is prohibited. Okay? Right, in the courts. In the courts. He said I had to fill out an exemption form, which I said I would, and he said he was going to get me a face shield, which I said, fine, you do that. But then he kept delaying some more. He closed the door and he just gave me a hassle, right? Because most of you guys don't like when we don't obey you, right? So maybe this guy's been off the street for too long. I don't know. Absolutely. Right. And I would argue that the lobby is open, right? It's open to the public. So I would argue that. But at the end of the day, he's trespassing me from the public building that I need access to. So that can't fly here, right? And I'm not going to sit here and complain and go through a ticket process. Yep, for sure. No, he said I can't come back here on his premises ever, and he said, you know what, I'm going to be here tomorrow too. He basically threatened me like he was going to... Well, I mean, if you're here, we can walk across the street and talk to him, right? Because we need to figure this out. Sure. Yep, give me a second. I got it on a ticket. It was K something. Kowalski. Yeah, Kowalski. 519-971. And what was your name again? Sorry? Steve. Steve. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. So he tells me I gotta wait here because he's gonna see if they're gonna help me inside or outside. And I literally just talked to the supervisor at the police station on the phone, and he said I was good to come back here.
Okay. Can I see your COVID screening test? Okay. I want you to read this.
$2 meters, clean your hands off, avoid touching, yeah, coughing and sneezing, yeah. Okay,
Okay. I will also ask you to turn your phone.
I will at this